I'm about to clean out the safe. Don't I look like somebody that just be bodying everything? All that talking is great, but I don't be talking. I air it out. All the problems have gotten easy to bury. I'd rather kiss on my. I've been broke way longer than I've been rich, so until it levels out, I'ma take mama to the Marriott and took me so long to get it, gonna spread it out. Let them know all about me when I'm dead and gone. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. I'm in it all.
Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Denver Broncos. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jameis now on first down. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Gallman will run it. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Derek Wolfe there on the tackle.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Winston on 3rd and 2. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Henry. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talk to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. Here's Gallman. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now Jameis on 2nd down. Trying to lay one up deep. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Following the interception here, Mariota. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Melvin Ingram in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
On second down, Freeman. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
One.
Play fake. Mariota. Got him in. He finds Sanders. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A first down throw for Mariota. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. We're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangler and hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Broncos with their first trip to the red zone thus far. 1st and 10 right at the 20. From the red zone now, Mariota. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Cortland Sutton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Chargers. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 20. Touchdown, L.A. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness to it? Just getting there and taking off and going. For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Sturgis for the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
One.
Mariota now on second down. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
On third down, Mariota. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now a second down throw for Winston. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it third down. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So that last penalty making this third down much more manageable. Third down, 4 yards to go. On play action, Winston. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. On is the Chargers punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And taken right at the 35. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. So the Broncos coming out now. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Corey Liggett makes the stop.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 3rd and 10 here to start things out. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to look deep for Perriman. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers getting set to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They start on the ground with Gallman. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Second down, Winston. It's Williams on the catch. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Jameis to throw it. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. And coming out now, the Broncos. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now, what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. He'll be brought down at the 43. Joey Bosa in on the stop. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. On play action, Mariota dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that, 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
2nd down, Mariota. And he rifles one incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. The Broncos on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. First catch there for Thomas. It's a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Tyson Alualu able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Mariota. Buying time to his left. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Mariota to throw for it on 4th. Flush to his right. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on fourth. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger offense making their way back out there. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Back to Denver right after this. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Winston. Going for the deep ball. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. He's still barreling through. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
Mariota now after the fumble recovery. Catch here, left side, Thomas. Now he opts for the spin, and he's going to get this inside the 30. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So that
Here comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Again, it's Mariota. Finds Jake Butt over the middle. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. They'll throw again. Mariota. And he'll find Sutton on the right side complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Mariota going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Mariota again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Cortland Sutton in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos are in for 6. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. This will be taken very short. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Mariota. Sliding out of the pocket. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down. A first down throw for Mariota. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They go play action. Mariota. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Joey Bosa in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Off the play fake, Mariota. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And they're going to go for it here on the 4th down try. Mariota's going to stay out there. They're indeed going. It's Mariota. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. First down, Mariota. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 16 yards there. 2 straight plays of 16 yards and another first down. Mariota now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb, and he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
A bullet throw, but incomplete.
So typically you'd say nice job defensively to force a decision on 4th down. But they've already gone for it once and converted, so you better make sure your defense stays out on the field and is alert.
They converted once earlier on this opening drive, but now comes a big test. 4th and goal.
Stop! Blue 18! Easy. 1.
They'll run for it. It's Freeman. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. Freeman unable to get free here on 4th and goal. And the Chargers hold tight down near the goal line. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Ready! Blue 8!
Out of his end zone, Winston. And Jameis is going to go down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Chubb on the counter. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On 3rd down, Mariota. Open man, and that's his tight end, Jake Butt. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a 1st down. Mariota now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. A give. This is Chubb. And they'll run past midfield just a yard or two shy of the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. To throw, Mariota. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling. Keep it rolling, keep it rolling. Check 50, check 50. Keep it rolling, keep it rolling. Watch out, watch out, watch out.
Handoff comes to Chubb, and he's got room. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one, and it'll be 3rd down.
In today's NFL, when you get teams in long yardage situations with your defense, you're really going to go to your speed packages. You're going to get smaller, lighter guys on the field in order to cover the expected pass. So they might want to run the ball against a smaller, lighter lineup with your big guys, and that's exactly what happened on that play. It was tough on them, and now instead of being in 3rd and very long, they ended up setting themselves up in 3rd and manageable. They've got a chance at a first down.
On play action, Mariota. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Joey Bosa in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14.
Ready? 180.
Mariota to throw it. And that is going to be incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. And the Chargers coming out of the field now. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Hey, pull down, pull down. Ready? Blue lady. Let him go. Let's go.
Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
Hey. Ready? Back, 22, back. Sonic. Hey, stop. Let's go. Where's that up?
This is Gorman. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, stop. Let's go. Green, triple C. Ready? White 25.
So Second down, Winston. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead. How
about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Now Jameis on 2nd down. He's going to look deep down the field. And, Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Out of his end zone, Mariota. And he can't get away. Mariota goes down, and that is going to be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
That's a lot of points. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence? He's going to turn things around.
We'll see what they do. On play action, Winston toward the sideline, and look at that catch, dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger 1st down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Winston. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Play action now. Winston. He's airing it out for Williams. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. They'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
Mariota now to throw on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Throwing, Winston. Henry's got it out on the left side. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And just like that, it's 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. So now it's 4th down and short, and whatever they do, run or pass it, they've got to pick up the first here.
Yeah, and you mentioned running it. That is still an option, but as you also said, they've got to do it quickly and get back to the line of scrimmage.
And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Throwing here, Mariota. Sanders has it over the middle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
A run for Nick Chubb. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. But how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
It's a gain of 14 there, and that should be enough to get them home free.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
It's an end around with Perriman, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. Mariota, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, Charles, they were close in the end, but they couldn't get that last play, that last little miracle play done. They were within striking distance, but couldn't find a way to score.
They definitely had hope. They definitely had opportunity. Just unable to cash in at the end. Not an easy play by any stretch, but they definitely had a chance.
So for Denver, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll get